Hey guys, welcome to Fallout New Orre. As you can see, it is dark in this room and I am holding a candle because we're going to start with something off-topic and a bit serious this session. As most, if not all of you probably know, there was a shooting in a gay club in Orlando, Florida, and 49 people were killed and over 50 more were injured. So, that really hit home for a lot of us, and it's just a huge, meaningless loss of human life. So I just wanted to start this session off with a 49-second moment of silence, if everyone is okay with that. Alright, I'm going to start it now. Okay. That was actually a little over 49 seconds, but I had a couple seconds I needed to unmute, so... you okay, Dolly?
Yeah, actually, thank you for doing that. For some reason, I haven't been able to cry about that yet, and I just did, so...
Yeah, I'm getting teary-eyed, too.
Yeah. Hugs. Hugs indeed.
Yes.
Also, Zero, that is awesome.
What Zero got?
Zero drew a spark and eggsy. I like it.
Oh,
let's have a look.
Lovely.
It is nice, except it's gonna change.
Oh yeah, it's all gonna change. Sorry about that.
Oh, damn, that's right, because...
Disguises.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put the rolls back up.
Eggsy, yes! Eggsy, no.
Oh,
I
Eggsy.
messed up this case.
Okay.
Okay, so, with all that, out of the way, Heather, don't you dare reference that movie again. So with all of that kind of, off of our chests, welcome back to Fallout New Orre. I am your host and evil mastermind and DM. I guess those are synonymous, Bucky. And these are my lovely players. So, last session, so much happened. It was so fun.
For the record, I'm unmuting, but if you hear any background noise that can't be tolerated, tell me and I'll mute again, because
Will do.
my headphones are noise canceling.
No problem, Eli. Yeah, no Hannah this week, jury. I think, I'll ask her to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's visiting friends this weekend, so she's not able to be here tonight, but hey, at least she's having fun. So we're just going to say for this session that Jolene is intensely focused on her knitting. So
Presumably knitting Spark a new disguise.
yes, she is intensely knitting. So anyways, so much happened last session. Let's see. It started out with some cute stuff with all the Pokemon playing together. Hodge got a new hat, a little bottle cap on his head. And Hodge, though he has a calm nature, there is one thing he is not calm about. He is not at all calm about Coca-Cola.
I should also point out, by the way, thank you to this week's guest artist, Zero, whose picture of Hodge I am using in the stream today.
Ooh, Hodge!
Hodge.
Let me see. Hodge!
Hodge is adorable.
Hodge is
Oh
indeed
my
adorable.
goodness! Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Um, anyway, so he has a little bottle cap on his head, and let's see. Now he has a cozy on his bottle. And let's see. And so yeah, cute stuff happened. Hodge thinks he can talk to people. Yada yada, and then they all took off on back for Phoenix City. On the way, they found a rainbow feather from Ho-Oh, and a few moments later, something jumped out of the bushes. It was a growleith, and all my players got excited because they thought that Andrea was about to get a growleith, but no. It was not, in fact, a growleith, because when he ran off and led them all to an egg, that's what Spark actually ended up getting.
It's
The-
a toad.
Yes, it is a flame togepi. You're welcome, Andrea.
Yee.
The growleith, like, everyone realized they recognized this growleith from somewhere, and like everyone recognizes it as a different Pokemon, a Feraligatr, a Slowpoke. Like, well, how can this Pokemon be a bunch of different Pokemon all at the same time? And so it looks up at them, sighs, and poofs into Mew. Mew informs the party that she has a friend that is missing and has been kidnapped by some humans and is being held at Mount Battle. And so, after much deliberation, the party agreed that after some training, they would go and find and rescue Mew's friend, Mew's name being Shelly. Mew decided to wait in the forest because she didn't want to go get too close to humans, or else she could be the next kidnapping victim. And so, meanwhile, the party went ahead. They camped out that night, and we met a new Larvitar, so a new pet for Jolene. How do we describe this Larvitar?
An utter nutcase.
They're out to get me! Don't steal my rock!
I knew it!
Don't steal my rock! No, it was, don't you take my rock! But anyway.
Paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me.
Yeah, then she was just like, just eat all of her rock.
I know it.
Yeah, and like, yeah, at one point Jolene turns to the Larvitar and says, they're coming to get us. To which the Larvitar screams, I knew it! And took off running. So that was fun, but we were quickly hit by mood whiplash. When Spark's big brother Sholeh showed up in a car with being guarded by 4 soldiers in power armor wielding laser weapons or other energy weapons. 2 had laser weapons and 2 had plasma weapons. Let's go with that. And because Quinn apparently wants you all to die, he stayed next to the road instead of going and hiding with all the others, so that once Sholeh stepped into a trap and was blinded and paralyzed, Quinn had Sarah create a distraction for the guards so that he could run up, punch Sholeh in the face to knock him out, and drag him into his hiding place, where he then stripped him naked and bound and gagged him. So you're all gonna die. You alright, Andrea?
This is a happy game about happy Pokemon?
We haven't even finished it yet.
So then Quinn ran off to rejoin the group and said, we gotta run, and I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir.
It took Quinn 0 minutes.
Whoa.
We've got a little mic breathing, I think.
Sorry.
I wish I had
It's okay.
known about the play when that happened, so I could have said that.
It's okay, we said it for you.
I may have punched a guy.
It was a
I may
blur,
have-
sir.
It's
You
a blur,
punched up
sir.
the bus, sir.
Yes. Anyways, so then they all returned to Pyrite Town to hide in Jake's house, where Jake made them pancakes.
As he
And-
does.
Again,
Delicious pancakes.
while Spark shared her tragic backstory with everyone.
Which I'm going to link the pictures that I had mentioned last week into the chat,
Oh, good idea.
because I already I went and linked it on in a comment on last week's session on YouTube,
Oh,
and
did you? Thank you.
yes,
Awesome.
and so I will link it here, and I put it in this chat so Dally can use it later.
Why,
Cool.
thank you. If there are links, I may put it in the episode description.
All right. So let's see. So yeah, we're
So it is an album, so you kind of
Gotta click it. Yeah, it still makes it a link though.
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Linkity link.
All right. So that is what Spark looks like, and that is what Kane, Spark's friend, looks like. So yeah, did I leave out anything?
Tragic backstory.
Tragic
Trigger
backstory.
warning if you go back and listen
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, trigger warning for the backstory. If you listen to that
We're
previous.
good.
Yeah, I
Die.
slapped a trigger warning up on the episode description for that one.
I saw. Thank you, Dally. Yes, Kane is a water trainer. He has
Yes.
a mudkip. So, anyways, without further ado, if that is everything, then we last left you in Jake's house.
Where we're just kind of laying low for a bit.
Spark is just kind of sitting there. Eggsy is trying to go up to Spark and just trying to don't be sad.
Emma toddles over.
Spark just leans down to pet Emma on the head.
Emma is very happy.
Leilani will take off their sweater, take off his sweater, zip his vault jacket back on, and then actually think about it and say, either way it's going to be too big for you, so do you want my sweater or my jacket?
Spark goes into actually she takes her jacket from around her waist, unties it, puts that on, zips it up, goes into her bag, takes out the sweater Jolene made for her, and slips it on top of her clothes.
That's a good start, yes.
Jake kind of shows up and he goes, "You know we live in a desert, right?"
Yes, I'm aware we're in a desert.
Maybe if
Uh-huh.
we could get something that, like, kind of disguised you but wasn't going to overheat you. Oh, by the way, Jake, if anyone asks, it's probably better you say you didn't see her.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Okay,
I picked up on that.
that's good.
And he snaps his fingers and he runs off to grab something.
Layla is still sitting down and she's got, she sets, Sprig and Hodge on her lap and says to them, "Okay guys, so this is going to be a bit more work than we initially thought, so we're going to have to look after Leilani, and we're going to also have to make sure that no one goes to Leilani's vault, and we're also, well, you know, the Ascendants, and we're also going to have to make sure that the Ascendants don't get Spark. So, are you guys going to be okay with that?" And Sprig looks confused for a second, then nods.
Hodge is half asleep and he just shrugs.
She pats him on the head. Sprig, meanwhile, hops off of Layla's lap, waddles as best she can in her new Silcoon form over to Spark, and then sits on Spark's head because that's how she comforts people.
Amazing.
Pat.
Aww.
Pat.
Sorry, hang on, I did it wrong. Which
Leilani-
says, "I'll look after you, fire human."
Leilani looks at Spark and says, "I know you said you were quite attached to your hair, but I really do think it might be a good idea to make some changes, at least for the time being."
Quinn stands up, claps his hands together, and goes, "Yeah, I have some ideas about that."
Layla puts up her hand. "Is it time for Extreme Makeover Supervillain Edition?"
Yes, let's go with that, small child.
I'm
Leilani
a perfectly good height for my age.
Leilani says, "Well, the good thing about hair, you learned this very quick in my vault." Leilani points to the black roots underneath his bleached hair. They always grow back.
Are we gonna dye Spark's hair?
I think that would be useful, but it's up to her. I know how to do it. I mean, I don't have the exact materials I need, but in theory I have all the components necessary. I would just have to mix them.
If you look over, Sprig has been pushed off
Oh,
Mark's head, and she's just like, no.
Sprig is holding on with her feet somehow,
also,
which translates to "Fire human, why?"
also Jake returns, moves over to Spark and slips her a note.
Spark reads the note.
Is there a side room?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Quinn's gonna take her by the arm and like slowly guide her to the side room. And be like, I'll be back in like 30 minutes.
Jake's like, she's young for you, bro.
Leilani blushes bright red and hides his face.
Wait, what did Quinn say?
He's like taking off to a side room to help with the disguise.
Layla's going with.
Yeah, Jake is shouting, she's too young for you, bro.
Okay, so do you want me to roll my guile, or do you want me to just take the average? Since I'm like doing this over a long period of time and I'm focusing in on it.
I'll leave it up to you. Would you rather risk it with a roll, or would you rather take the average?
Okay, well, hold on. First, let me ask. Would this be considered, because I am gonna be making her, is this gonna proc my specialty disguise thing? Because I'm trying to
No.
get her to, okay. I was just grasping the straws with that one. Which means I'm gonna be doing, let's see, I gotta do math here.
It's fine.
While that's happening, I would like to point out something Jiro was saying. She was mentioning how in the other two Fallout base games, Fallout as Dragons, Flotsam DM'd a session in a metagame, and in Broken Souls, Clark DM'd a session in a metagame. So what Jiro is saying is...
When am I gonna DM a session in the game?
We'll have to see who ends up doing that out of the 5 of you.
This is going to be a weird question, but what would I roll to use components from Iolana and Capono? Specifically, I'm thinking, what's the word? Sorry, my brain kinda... I'm
We're not
specifically
dyeing
thinking...
her hair.
Extensions?
Actually, that's a good idea.
Damn, I gave you a suggestion.
Well, actually, that's interesting you mention that, because Layla possibly had a thing, but I will see what Eli's thing is first.
Well, that's a better idea than what I had. So, Leilani might actually try to harvest some cotton spore, or just regular cotton, from Iolana, and he's already harvested some stun spore for the day. So, could he use that along with Capono's bubbles as a kind of shampoo base type thing to put together blonde extensions?
I thought he had moss, not bubbles.
He does, but he knows bubble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he knows the move bubble, so...
Okay. By the way, 25?
Yeah, you get the disguise down pretty well.
Since that is technically the highest difficulty check in the entire game, yes. Also, can I also...
But
25, I thought 25 was the highest DC.
are those your dogs barking, man?
Yeah, I'm mute.
Oh, that was Andrea, my bad.
I think they're antagonizing the dogs. I don't know why.
Go fight them.
And it's more than likely they're just playing around. Like, what we'll do is we'll just start running around the chairs in our living room, and Gus will either start chasing us, and Lily sometimes does it, but eventually we'll just hide behind one of the recliners, and he'll just jump up on the recliner.
sorry, off topic, but Jordan has a really neurotic dog. Like, I love him
Oh.
to death, but like he just like barks at leaves. He barks at everything, and like everything stresses him out.
Oh, baby.
And so Jordan's parents, while she's off at college, like sometimes they'll just stop and look down at Riley and they'll say, "Where's Jordan? Where's Jordan?" And Riley will just start barking frantically.
Oh! Oh! Why do this?
He's just like, "Stop talking about her."
I miss my
I know
baby.
she's dead.
Oh!
Oh,
I do love
God,
the difference
Riley.
between dogs and cats, because a dog, if you've been away for a while and you come back, they'll be like, "Oh my god! It's so good to see you, oh my god!" A cat is like, "And where are you?" Seriously, our cat Topo's favourite human is Simon, my middle brother, and he's at university at the moment. So he does not stay at home very much, so whenever he does come home, Topo, like, gives him the silent treatment. He's like, "Oh, you're back? I don't care. I'm fine. I didn't miss you." Anyway.
Blushing. Alright, so Hunter, regarding the
And I got a 29 to mass consent.
go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, you haven't showed her the fact that you have the Megas don't have you.
Probably not, no.
Okay.
That shit is yet to hit the fan. By the way, Layla is supervising.
Yeah, Hunter, I'll figure out how I'm gonna handle DCs later. But yeah, like, in any case, don't worry about it, like, whatever the limit or max is, because either way you pass both of those. I mean, I'm gonna have to obviously check against it, like with both, anyone who might recognize her perception
That's fair.
and the dog's perception. I mean, the Houndoom's perception, but for right now, I'm gonna say that you did a really good job at it. And
Worth noting, because Leilani was just left alone in a room with nobody but
Jolene.
with Jolene and
Jake.
Jake.
yep.
Good.
Leilani, even if this ends up being a stupid idea, is just going to focus his entire effort on making the extensions.
Layla has a moment of going, "Oh shit, I left Leilani with Jake."
I left Leilani with his crush. He's gonna do something stupid.
Do you say something about that in the middle of our little, like, thing?
She's gonna say, "Oh, we left Leilani with Jake."
You might want to go do something about that before he says something that he can never undo.
But Spark. She looks like
I'll
a
be
puppy
fine.
dog.
Oh,
Layla, go help Leilani.
Okay. She
Make
goes,
sure he doesn't do something stupid trying to flirt with Jake.
oh God.
"I don't think he knows how to flirt."
Layla, go and teach him how to flirt.
How? Why do you think I know how to do that?
I'm 14!
She turns a violent shade of red and goes to see Leilani.
Oh, hi Layla, I'm just focusing on this and absolutely nothing else.
Is Jake still in the room?
Yeah,
She looks over at Jake, see how he's doing.
he's hiding a smile.
So, why don't you tell us what you're doing, Leilani?
I've never done this specifically, but I'm trying to make hair extensions for Spark, since she likes her hair, but we need part of a disguise.
Oh, like a wig.
Yeah.
Cool, that's a really good idea. I don't know what exactly she's gonna look like when Quinn's done, but that could help, especially if she needs to change disguises. Hey, I bet you know about dyeing hair too, right, Jake?
Yeah. I mean, then he takes a strand of his hair that's dyed and just pulls it out. Well, not a single strand, but
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah, it just
Oh.
kind of shows.
yeah.
She kind of looks over at Leilani, looks back at Jake. So hey Jake, how long have you and your dad lived here in Pyrite?
Um, our whole lives, basically. You know, it's a rough town, but we've gotten along well in it, so why change? And I mean, we're too broke to move anywhere else anyway.
Aw. Well, if you're ever traveling and you're visiting Phoenix, you can always drop in and see us.
Will do.
Leilani lives there too now.
Okay.
I do? Yes. Yes, uh,
Temple, they forgot where you lived.
And meanwhile, Capone's just watching with interest, and Iolana is trying not to laugh.
And, like, Jake's considering for a moment, he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's right, you're that slowpoke guy that Spark told me about."
Bright red.
So Leilani lives with
It's
Rachel.
more complicated than that.
It's really not. I mean, in the long run it is, but in the moment it was a slowpoke.
We make a joke about that, but in all funniness, it'd be like he saves the day by having an army of slowpokes.
Yes! Alright, so anyway, Leilani was saying, or Layla, I don't remember who's.
Someone. I think Layla. Leilani lives with Rachel. She runs the berry shop, and Leilani helps with that because he knows about berries. You use berries to make those Pokeblocks, right?
Yeah, I think. Hey, Dad. Damn it, Dad's out. Yeah, I know we have some sort of kind of deal going on between us and some lady in Phoenix. I guess it must be her.
Oh, cool. So you probably know Rachel then, sort of.
I mean, I've never met her, but we trade with her.
Well, that's cool, right, Leilani?
Yes, that is cool.
Layla's just like, now kiss.
Layla is basically trying to keep this from being awkward and making it more awkward. Sprig is just kind of sitting on Layla's foot, going, "Oh dear God."
She's just like,
She
Layla,
just-
no.
She's just shaking her head and just kind of going, which is.
What do I need to roll wig making?
But yes, it translates into my human does not know about courtship.
Emma toddles over to Sprig and sits by her and goes, I know, right?
Does your human know about courting?
Yeah, I think he does. I've never seen him date anyone, but I haven't been with him for a long time, so...
Can you tell him to court
Iolana
the Volt human? Because this is taking forever.
I don't know.
says, I'm not sure that Leilani would figure that out. I don't know if you guys know this about humans, but their senses of smell really suck. So even when they do release pheromones, they don't know it.
Well, that's just silly. What's the point?
I know, right?
It's amazing humans lay any eggs at all.
Humans don't lay eggs.
What? Well, then where do baby humans come from?
They come directly out of mommy humans.
Weird! Humans are weird.
Yep, and when they do, their heads are all squishy, too.
And Emma goes, okay!
Is Sarah still in the room? Or did she go with Quinn?
Oh no, she'd probably be in the room.
Okay. Axie is trying to get close to Sarah again, knowing for a fact that he is taller now. and cannot easily be pushed.
Eggsy just sidles up to Sarah and is like, "So, I had a growth spurt."
So this is what happens. This is what happens. She like puts a paw on his forehead and does that flip thing again. Except instead of landing behind him, she just lands on top of him and just stands there.
What are you doing?
Like, to the point, like, she's standing in a position that he can't look up at her. Yeah. At that point, then he starts turning, which means she moves. Because she's on top of him. So she always stays out of his line of sight again.
Why do you keep doing this?
Oh, God. God damn it.
Iolana says to Emma, if your human and my human are going to be a thing, just a warning, Leilani's not that bright.
I noticed.
Hey, I'm allowed to say that about him.
Emma blinks and just looks taken aback. And she goes, but... fine.
I've been his best friend since before you were alive.
Hey!
His hair is kind of bright.
That's true.
Okay,
Besides,
I'll grant you that. And
besides, he might be bright in other ways.
He's smart at doing things, but he doesn't know anything. Or he knows things in his head, but his body doesn't know things. Like, if you know how a move works, that doesn't mean you know how to do it.
Sprig blinks.
Like, I only just learned cotton spore. I knew how making cotton worked, but that didn't mean I knew how to do it. But now I do. And Leilani's like that with everything.
He's never gonna get any eggs.
No, he's not, because that's not a thing humans do.
Right. I knew that.
And Emma is just kind of has her tiny little paws on her face, and she like uncovers her face and she goes, "So should I tell Jake to make a move, or should I tell your human to make a move?"
Well, does Jake...
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Does your human like both human?
I think he does, but it's hard to say. He doesn't talk very much about that stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna move this along.
And what Sprig does
No!
is she hops off of Layla's foot. Layla is still distracted by trying desperately to make small talk between Leilani and Jake. And Sprig just kind of bumps into the back of Jake's knee to try and move him towards Leilani.
What? What are you doing?
Sprig, come back here, honey. Don't do that, that's rude. And Sprig just does it again. Sprig! Layla goes over and picks her up. Sorry, I think she's trying to be friendly. Badly. Stop in the name of love!
My role wasn't great.
Yeah, you make them Eli, but they're not that great. They're functional, so, like, you know, they work as, like, you know, extensions and stuff, but on close inspection, they're very obviously fake.
Alright. I'm gonna say Leilani's not doing so good, because his hands are trembling.
That makes sense.
Oh, can I actually roll intuition or something to be able to, for Layla to try and read how Jake is reacting to Leilani?
Sure, go ahead. Intuition.
Yay. I am shipper trash.
It's
She's
fine.
She's one of those folks that loves the awkward nerd.
Good. What is my intuition? 3D. Would it be intuition or perception?
I'll decide.
Intuition.
Yeah, let's go with intuition.
Yeah. I thought it probably would be intuition, but I wanted to double check.
The way that someone had just described it was that perception is a dude's wearing a coat.
That's
Inside
2 crits. So that's a
Ooh,
15.
nice.
Nice. Okay. You see that Jake. You've met Jake before. You've talked to him, and so you kind of know him. You're not like his best friend or anything, but you know that he is usually pretty on the shy side. But he seems shyer than usual around Leilani.
She's just... Yeah, she just smiles slightly, but also keeps a very, very firm hold on Sprig. Sprig, who is still reeing indignantly and trying to get free.
Indignantly.
Yes, very indignant.
Such indignant.
So, am I the only one that's asked for a Diglett with the typing for Leon for her? I can't remember if I typed bug or grass.
Bug-type Diglett?
Bug. Yeah,
Bug-type
bug type. That's
Diglett.
right.
Called Letty. What?
I mean,
Like, just random, but would you guys be okay if I ever do like cameo appearances of like other characters from RPs?
Go for it.
I'd be fine with that, sure.
We just end up finding a Glotavor with a bullet.
Good.
Or there's a little diglet on the side of the road,
Good.
like, or like off in the distance you see like a whole bunch of dirt being kicked up, and on closer inspection it is a family of diglets doing the conga.
Yes!
We
Or
find
just
Diglet on
one
the side.
Diglett being closely followed and protected by a massive Garchomp.
Aww.
Or like the diglet family is like doing a conga line on a like doing the conga line, and at the end of the conga line is a Garchomp.
Gosh. Although she wasn't a Garchomp yet. But yes.
We just find a Diglett with a sweater.
Yes. Yes.
Joey.
Yes.
No, Letty did have a sweater.
I know, but I'm thinking Jolene.
Yes.
Jolene was here.
Yeah, we could play it off like Jolene was here and we're like, do you remember this? I don't remember this.
I've made a lot of sweaters, son.
Listen here, Sonny. Oh god. Anyways, so yeah, Leilani, you hear a voice in your head
Oh, what the hell?
that says, "Just kiss him already."
Shelly,
Leilani
you
sits
shipping
up.
trash.
No, it's not Shelly, it's Emma.
Leilani sits up, just goes bright red, and tears a handful of the extensions apart.
Leilani, are you okay?
This is your conscience speaking. Kiss him already. Kiss him, you fool.
I am. Leilani runs out of the room.
Yeah, would you excuse me? And she runs after him. Leilani! She is still holding Sprig, who is still wriggling frantically. She leaves
Emma
Hodge
is-
behind, and Hodge is just going
Emma-
like, sup.
Emma is silent for a few moments, and then she turns to the other Pokemon in the room and goes, "Well, that didn't work."
Nope. What the hell did you do?
I told him to just kiss him already.
Emma, I don't think it works like that.
But why
Yeah.
not?
Because Leilani's a complete chicken.
I
I
mean,
had to-
Jake might do that, but I don't think Leilani's ready for that.
You have no idea what I had to go through to make sure my poor stupid human didn't just lay down and basically die in the vault. And if he needs that much prodding to be not dead or not alone, how much prodding do you think it would take for him to get laid?
It's probably a good thing Sprig isn't here right now. Oh my god, Hodge being able to... I'm just sorry, but Hodge believing he can speak human, I can just see him going up to Jake and going, "So you see, what's
Why
going
doesn't
on?"
Hodge just do that?
In fact, Hodge does in fact do that. Hodge
Good.
sighs and skitters up to Jake and starts chittering at him, like just going off, like, you know, he doesn't even realize that Jake doesn't even understand him because he doesn't realize that.
Yep.
And so Jake and the humans don't understand a word of this, but Hodge is saying, okay, so here's the thing.
Chitter.
That human likes you, and we think that you like that human, and we think you'd make a pretty good couple together. So you should go over and just make a move, okay, bro?
When he says this, I just imagine his like one claw like points at him, then points at Leilani, then points back at
Yes.
him, and then both of his claws like just click together as chitter.
Yes. But yeah, well,
Yes.
pointing to the door that Leilani flew out of, but yes.
And Jake,
Iolana is just face palmy.
and Jake is just like, what?
Am I talking too fast for you?
Eggsy just waddles over, still with Sarah on his back, I'm gonna guess. Kind of just like bites on like his pant leg and starts pulling Jake over towards the door.
Oh my god, they're all shipping trash.
They are. Either that or it's just too painful to watch. So it's
Leilani
like,
is locked in the closet again.
He's in the closet!
Layla is just outside the closet, just continually knocking on the door going, "Leilani, I know this is an appropriate metaphor, but it's really not helping."
I'm staying in here until I'm dead.
What happened? Why did you go all
Eggsy-
shaky?
I heard a voice.
A voice? Was it Shelley?
Leilani,
Maybe, no,
Leilani, you recognized it as it's not Shelley. Like, you know,
definitely not. But it was there, and it was. I think it was a girl.
Oh, well, if it was a talking in your head, it was probably a psychic type, and if it was a... Oh, it was probably Emma. What did she say?
A lot of things.
She can't have said anything bad. It's Emma. She's a sweetheart.
Under the sweet hides, great something. I don't know. She said things.
You can tell
Yes.
me. You know,
Said
if
to
you...
just kiss already.
Oh, that's okay, Leilani. You don't have to kiss him right away.
Jake's still in the room.
They've gone out of Jake's room, and Leilani is in a cupboard closet. And
yeah,
Layla is.
basically.
Okay.
Unless Eggsy has led Jake to this now.
Eggsy is going to try.
Jake is partially in the room, so he doesn't hear everything, but you hear Jake go, "Wait, what?"
What? I'm sorry, what? We were just having a...
Iolana just lands on the ground and is cracking up.
I'm gonna say that Sprig gets free of Layla and starts headbutting Jake in the back of the knees to move him forward again.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Sprig, seriously, stop that. Sorry, Jake, we just have a tiny little bit of a situation. Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
Jake suddenly goes bright red, and then he goes, "Emma!"
What did Emma say to you?
Nothing. And then he gently picks up Eggsy and sets him away from his leg, gently picks up Sprig and sets her on Eggsy, and then walks back into his room.
Sprig
Eggsy has
pouts.
become a train.
Eggsy, what?
Wait,
Sarah
what?
looked at Sprig.
I zarged, but what happened?
Did you hear what Jake said?
No.
Jake suddenly turns bright red and goes, Emma! And then when Layla asked what Emma said, Jake goes, nothing! And then he picks up Eggsy, sets him aside, picks up Sprig, sets her on Eggsy, and tries to go back into his room.
Sprig is going to stay on Exie because she likes being tall.
TOL.
Eggsy has become a train because not only does he have Emma, he also, not Emma, bleh, Sprig, but he also has Sarah still on his back.
So I was just looking at Sprig going... Just looking at Sprig, what the fuck?
Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, wait, sorry.
Hello. What are you doing here?
She's just gonna get off.
Eggsy's just gonna follow Sarah.
You know, Ixie, you're acting kind of like Leilani is around Jake.
What? What do you mean?
You're following Sarah.
No, I am just going into the other room.
With Sarah.
We just both happen to be going in the same direction.
Eggsy. Eggsy. Poke, poke. Eggsy.
At which point, Sarah
Does
starts
she poke
climbing on the wall and hides in the ceiling.
Does she poke him with her feet?
Yes.
Good.
Eggsy. Poke, poke. Eggsy. Do you like Sarah?
Eggsy is just going to do the get it back on his back hind legs. So either Sprig falls off or Sprig becomes really tall.
Sprig falls off and bounces.
And then rolls.
And then she rolls back. She just kind of rolls back to Layla, and Layla picks her up and puts her on her shoulder. And she just kind of nuzzles into Layla's hair and hides under her floofy hair.
Good.
Indignant reeing noises.
Mm-hmm.
Eggsy is just run off and is trying to find Spark. Actually, no, Eggsy goes off and curls around the egg.
Aww.
Aww.
Keeping it warm.
At this point, I presume that Spark and Q come out of the room and find a few intact extensions and a few torn
Shredded.
apart ones, and a Jake and a few of the Pokemon and a Jolene.
Well, Quinn steps out, and then someone completely not Spark steps out. But yes.
Do you want to describe what she looks like?
Go ahead.
Okay, hang on. I have to pull that up.
I have it if you want me to.
You can do it. Yeah, you do it.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I need to scroll a bit. Okay. So... Sorry. Alright, so... There's like... a half a centimeter of leather at the bottom of one of her shoes and a centimeter on the other. So it's... so it basically has changed her, her posture and her walk. So like even just her walk looks different since, you know, that is recognizable too.
That's kind
Let's see, he's roughed up her pants a little bit and used grease paint to do vertical lines on the front to make it look like she's been kneeling on a greasy grate, and it also creates the illusion that makes her look taller than she actually is. Took her hood, turned it inside out, and put greasy handprints and smears on it and around her waist to make it, and puts it around her waist to make it look like a rag or apron. A new shirt with a hard plastic T sewn into the back, so it forces her to stand a little straighter, so that also alters her posture. Makes her look a little more confident, and adds some padding to change her build, make her look less skinny. uses grease paint to make a black strip from her nose to her hairline, like in Fury Road, Furiosa. It acts like a mask and makes her eyes look a bit brighter, and keeps the sun out, and her hair is cut a bit.
Okay.
And is that everything, Hunter?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
On the hair?
Is her
Well,
hair
you
Yeah,
say her hair is still red, but he said it's cut a little bit, but basically it's cut super short on the sides, and it's kept the same length in the middle, so it looks like she has like a floppy mohawk.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
So basically, I've turned her from a strange-looking outcast to a wasteland greaser.
Yeah. Perfect.
In the wrong neighborhood.
Alright. Okay. Now that I am finished dying inside,
Why?
no reason.
Me.
Just that now Cholet won't recognize her on sight, so I'm just like, no.
Yes.
Anyways,
Of
so,
course, Layla and Leilani do not see this right away.
yeah. Jake looks surprised at Spark and says, "Whoa."
She's kind of like hiding behind Quinn.
Quinn will step aside and force her to take a full step forward. You have to sell it.
She's very nervous about all this.
I think you look cute, Spark.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm gay, so that might not, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But, I mean, if I wasn't gay...
Thanks, Jake.
I try. And, like, he is clearly very red and, like, just kind of sitting like I am now, looking very awkward.
Why do I feel like he's super proud of himself to say that?
Damn, Eli Zarged.
Ah.
Just from outside, you can still hear Layla going, Leilani, come out of the closet.
Why did Leilani go back in the closet?
J-
Did he ever leave?
J- Jake goes, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a while before he comes out of the closet, because then I'm not gonna flirt with him until he does.
Ahem! What?
I mean...
He's like looking in with raised eyebrows.
I'm gonna go make some more pancakes. Then he gets... and then he gets up and heads to his kitchen.
Who is Homer? My name is Guy Incognito.
Oh my goodness.
And Emma toddles up to Spark, looks up at her, and Spark, you get a voice in your head. Oh my god! That hound tower!
Hee hee.
Ah!
That is not what
Okay,
Emma
whatever.
says.
No, I was gonna say, why does she say this? Do we see? Does she look like a hound tower now?
No.
I know.
No,
I see
Jerry
it.
linked to Hound Dog.
So Eli's back.
So, yay. Eli, Spark came out. Jake awkwardly said, "You're pretty cute. I mean, I'm gay, but if I wasn't gay," and just being very awkward. And then Spark asked, "Why is Leilani in the closet?" Jake remarked, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till he's out of the closet before I flirt with him, because he's pretty deep in." Spark was like, wait, what? And Jake was like, I'm gonna make pancakes, and gets up and leaves.
Leilani!
Damn it, I zarged for all that again, but don't bother.
Okay.
Layla is still trying to get you to come out of the closet in more ways than one.
Yes, and Jake made a reference to the closet thing and said he will flirt with Leilani, but not till he's out of the closet. We don't know yet if that's literal or metaphorical. Spark said, wait, what? And Jake said, I'm gonna go make pancakes, got up and left.
Did you hear it that time?
Nope.
Oh, baby! Someone write it down.
Yeah, never mind it, just...
Andrea, will you write it, please?
Oh yeah, well.
Thank you.
Well, Layla is still she's taken off her hat and is thunking her head lightly against the door. Lay, thunk, la, thunk, lay, no.
Iolana's just gonna fly between her head and the door.
Yes. Oh, hi, Iolana. Can you get
You
your
can't
game-
understand this, but she says, don't do that, you'll give yourself brain damage. I'll go get him. And she squishes her way under the door.
That works.
And after a few minutes, there's a loud thunking, the sound of clothes and clothes hangers rustling, and then the door flies open and Leilani is thrown out and hits the ground.
Hi,
Layla, who had still been standing in front of the door
And
and forgotten to
Iolana
move,
just sits on his back.
jumps out the way. Hey! Thanks, Iolana, I think. You okay, Leilani?
I hate her.
No, you don't. You love her. She holds out a hand to help him up.
Who wants pancakes?
Leilani gets up. Um... Much blushing.
Would it help? if
Iolana's just gonna fly over and take one of the pancakes and start eating it.
Leilani, would it help if you knew how Jake felt about you?
Maybe.
Okay.
And she goes and walks into the room, right about to sort of talk to Jake, and then she sees Quinn and... who the hell is that? Spark? Is that you?
Hey, Layla.
Holy butts, you look amazing!
Holy butts.
Thanks.
You look so cool! I like your hair.
She's just kind of gingerly touching it. It's like,
It's still red, though. Do you think he might notice it because it's red?
A lot of people have red hair.
Did you notice it?
I guess not. I guess I noticed the style more than the color. That probably means we're not going to be using Leilani's wig. She looks. And that might be for the best.
Jake says, so where are you guys going?
We're gonna need to take the. We're not. Bleh. We're gonna need to take my usual route to Phoenix instead of taking the main roads. Probably too dangerous to be taking any main road right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Phoenix.
Okay. Leilani looks at Spark and says, "Oh, you're very much not like yourself. That's a good thing."
Yeah, we probably should also, we probably should get rid of that stuff that you got, Quinn.
Oh, yeah. We probably don't want anything incriminating.
Is that still out? Is that still out on the table?
Hunter?
No, it's like gone.
Okay.
He has it on him somewhere.
Yeah.
We probably should get rid of that.
Yeah, Quinn, where is that stuff?
Gone?
What do you
And
mean,
what'd you do with it?
gone?
He pulls it out. Fine, here.
Does he hand it to Spark?
He just tosses it to her.
Starts going through it?
Oh no, he keeps the stone.
Are you not
Quit!
fucking mentioning the stone?
No. I'm out of character. I'm saying he just tossed the uniform to her.
Was this all you got off him?
Uh-oh. That's odd. Oh no! Bugger.
What?
Sorry. Firefox crashed just now.
Oh, no.
That's
Oh
weird.
no!
It's okay, I'll bring it back. Oh,
Okay,
good.
so we just lost the rooms for, well, yeah,
Yeah.
room. Okay.
How bizarre. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
It's fine.
Well, you got off him, or did he have anything else?
10mm pistol. Out of character. What else did he have? I think that was
he
it.
Mega stone!
He had, his mega stone, obviously, his mega necklace. He had, like, some ID, a picture of Spark, and I think other than his uniform and the 10mm, that was it.
Okay, he'll pull out the ID, take another look at it real quick, and memorize all the details, and then hand it to Spork. Take out the picture, hand it to Spork.
The picture she immediately just hands to Eggsy, which he immediately just uses the ember and burns it.
No, can he eat it?
No!
He
Gonna
uses
burn it.
ember to burn it, then eats the ashes.
Yes.
Like, it'd be funnier if he just ate it. But,
No.
okay. Okay, fine.
Go eat the ashes.
Okay. Alright, what else then?
And eventually he'll pull out the necklace. Like, I probably could hawk this.
The moment she sees it, she's like, you took his megastone.
Is what?
What?
That's a megastone.
Leilani's going to look through the book.
Out of character, do us Wastelanders who are, like, educated in certain Pokemon things know what a Megastone is?
I'm gonna say that Layla and Leilani know what a megastone is. Jolene would also know if she were here.
As far as I know, it's a shiny rock, which could probably sell for a decent amount of caps.
No, that's something that can be used to evolve Pokemon to their Mega form. That's kind of a big thing.
And then the moment you say that, Spark's eyes go even whiter. Fang. Oh no, Fang.
Fang?
Fang. And the moment, like, Spark starts freaking out about that, Eggsy just immediately just, like,
Lights his butt.
kinda, yeah, he grabs the egg and just moves closer to Spark, also looking terrified.
Okay, so he's gonna want this back, right? Well, maybe we can just leave it for somewhere to him to find it.
Fang. Fang.
What do you mean, Fang? Who's Fang?
Fang is a Houndoom.
Oh no. Fang knows what you smell like.
Oh, I already took care of that.
What?
Yeah, I also covered his scent. And mine.
You did?
Yes.
See?
Probably my best work.
See,
Hope
it's
it
okay, Spark.
works.
It's okay, Spark.
Leilani is thoughtful and says, Fang might also know what the Megastone smells like, though, so
We get rid of
Iolana
Oh.
can get rid of it.
Maybe Iolana, they're probably not where they were before, so maybe we can just take it back to the road where he found us, or found the copy that Spark left and where Quinn was, and we just drop it there, and then it's like, oh, he just lost it in the scuffle, and it's fine, and he won't need to come after us for it, it's fine.
No.
Leilani is thoughtful and then says, I know how to make little parachute type things. It was a game we used to play in the vault as kids, so I could tie it to that, then have Iolana use Fairy Wind and just get it as far from us as possible.
The moment you say that, Spark has an idea. Hey, Jake.
Yeah?
When's the next time you gotta go deliver flyers?
My dad usually just has me do it when he wants me out of the shop.
Spark is going to grab it from Quinn and bolt out the door.
Spark,
That was mine.
it's not yours. And she picks up Hodge and she basically scoops up Hodge and Sprig in her butterfly net and runs after Spark.
I think it's probably closest to hers, actually.
Gwen will slowly walk. I took it from a motherfucker. It's rightly mine.
It belongs in Spark's family.
It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in Spark's family. That she has basically been disowned. Well, she has disowned herself.
Yeah. But yeah, she's going to run to the bridge that leads to the Coliseum. She's going to stand next to the bridge and huck it down into the chasm.
Zero comments. Why are you trying to give the bad man a minigun?
Yeah, and Jury, Houndooms can Mega Evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Into Doom.
Yes, they can Mega Evolve. They are fucking scary when they Mega Evolve.
Fang
I'll
puts the
pull up a
Doom into
picture.
Houndoom.
I'll pull up a picture.
Beat you to
And
it.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Leilani goes over to the bridge and stands on it and looks down, and then says, "It's so deep, I can hear how deep it is."
You could have sold that for like 500 caps.
I didn't
And put
realize.
whoever
Don't
took
sell
it,
it.
and put whoever took it in danger from that guy. And she just kind of gestures wildly.
I can
Jake,
think of a few people that probably deserve it.
Jake approaches.
This is why
Jake-
people think you're a supervillain.
Jake quietly approaches and just looks down the chasm. Then he goes, "So you're saying a bad dude is chasing after that?
Yep, that's why I threw it down there.
Cool."
We use it as a bargaining chip.
And Jake looks at Quinn and goes, or one of those motherfuckers down in the under grabs it and then gets eaten by a Houndoom.
Layla shivers
Yes, that is
slightly.
probably a very advantageous circumstance,
Yeah, we don't like
as
them.
best as we can ask for at any rate.
It's best that one of them have it and not him.
So this means that he can't Mega Evolve his Houndoom. That's a good thing, right?
He's not as powerful.
Can I say that Leilani's read about Mega Evolution in the Survival Guide?
Well, not just, yeah.
Leilani says, from what I've read, it looks really intimidating.
Layla tentatively reaches out and gently holds Spark's hand. It'll be okay, Spark. We'll go back to Phonak and just figure out where to go from there, okay?
Okay.
Would you like a hug?
Yeah.
Layla gives her a tight hug.
Just for a cute moment, Capono jumps up on Leilani's shoulder and affectionately licks Spark.
Oh.
Oh.
Of course, he's a frog, so it's still kind of gross, but it's clearly meant well.
Quinn, you didn't have any of his Pokeballs on him, did he?
Out of character. Did he? I thought you said he didn't have any. I just want to make sure.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me open up my own private rolls room. Okay, I'm gonna say...
0, we are not getting that thing back. We are leaving it down there.
Oh, jeez. Christ, that Mega Evolved Houndoom looks terrifying.
Yeah, it does.
Why
I need to message
why I
Ann.
give-
I need to message Andrea real quick.
That's why I gave him the Houndoom, because of its Mega Evolution.
Yeah, that is a very scary looking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hound damn.
I feel like it's almost a little too overdone.
No, I think it's pretty.
Shoot.
I mean, it's got a nice subtle Cerberus type thing going on. I like it.
Yeah.
Bone
I like
armor. Bone armor.
Lucky, I don't remember anything but the Charizard, and I wanted to say there was others.
No, I know what others he had of the fire types, but, like, don't forget, he's, like, level 40, so he
Yeah.
has 2 other types.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were off the top of my head.
Dragon and Dark, I think.
It was Dragon and Dark.
So,
Dark type, you say?
Yeah.
We know a
So-
dark type
so...
The Spark Trainer is evil.
But... Andrea, do you think Sholei would be the type to have quite a few Pokemon, but, you know, only have a few as, like, his main team, or would he just keep a few?
He would probably have a bunch, but have a few as his main. Probably, like, definitely the Houndoom and his Charizard, definitely his main too. And I can't remember the other fire type one we said he was gonna have either.
We said he had Talonflame, and... Shit, what was the... There was a 4th one.
Yeah, can't remember the 4th one.
Houndoom, Charizard, Talonflame, and...
Oh, Pyroar. He had a Pyroar.
Pyroar, yes.
Oh.
A male Pyroar.
Yeah.
Shit. RP amongst yourselves, well, I guess you can't because you're asking that question of the Pokeball. Shit. I'm sorry, I should have figured this out beforehand.
It's okay, Bucks.
So he is Dragon, Dark, and Fire. So... I hate myself.
You can always do Q&A while you're doing this.
Yeah, do Q&A, Okay. Thank
Any
you.
questions?
So, Leilani, how do you really feel about Jacob? I'm kidding.
Because, you know, it's been a bit too subtle, we can't tell.
Yeah, I probably would like to get a Houndour at some point. Spark, on the other hand, may not.
That could be a
'Cause
character. That could be a character growth moment, like
Yeah.
learning to overcome your fear.
Yeah. Eggsy definitely does not like Fang. Fang has on many attempts tried to hurt Eggsy.
Exy seems like he might not hold it against the whole species, though that's
Right.
just what I feel from
Yeah,
my
Eggsy
experience.
definitely doesn't hold against the whole species. He's definitely going to be a little bit afraid, like, please don't hurt me. He's like that with
Okay, that's fair.
that with any larger Pokemon than him.
That's fair.
I mean, when he first met Flower, that's what he did.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain. Here's what I essentially did to determine if he had any Pokemon on him. I did my usual roll for 1D100, and I decided a 1 through 9 would be a player requested encounter. One through 9 is the normal % chance for a player requested encounter, and I decided, well, you're asking for, you know, if he has any Pokemon, and I don't know what else to roll for that, so I'll just do player requested encounter. So I rolled, and I got a 6, so that is between 1 and 9. So I essentially rolled for a player requested encounter. So what I'm gonna do, I know what Pokemon he has.
Oh boy.
So
he did have a Pokeball on him?
he did have a single Pokeball on him.
Not
he
Fangs, naturally, but A.
Not
Well,
Fangs.
Quinn,
Like,
Quinn's
Spark-
Quinn's
Spark,
had it
you
for
can-
a while, so do I know what's in it?
You can't tell at a glance what's in it.
Well,
You
I mean,
have to
like,
release it.
okay, I have to release it, don't it?
Are you saying in character, like, stuff? That you have
Did he have any?
Did
Did he have any Pokemon? Then?
He's gonna pull out a single Pokeball.
Spark, you recognize that this is not Fang's Pokeball. He has a special mark on Fang's.
Not
If
Fang.
it's not a tooth mark, I object to this guy's lack of imagination.
Not Fang's ball.
Do you know whose it is?
I'm not sure.
Spark, you know that he periodically trains lower level Pokemon just because he's bored.
Yeah.
Is he the sort of trainer who would use presses and things like that?
What do you mean?
You know the press ability?
No, I don't.
It's one of the abilities in sort of the intimidation class where the trainer hits their Pokemon.
Yeah, he's. It's hard to call him downright abusive towards his Pokemon. Like, at least not physically. He's not physically abusive towards his Pokemon, but he is nasty drill sergeant.
Mm.
He's probably not exactly, like, affectionate to them either.
No, his Pokemon have 6 loyalty to him, so his Pokemon are maxed out loyalty, but that's not because they love him, it's because they're brainwashed.
Spark is just trying to figure out what Pokemon he would have on him at the time.
Are there any PCs, like, functioning here in Pyrite? Maybe we could hook the Pokeball up and see what's inside.
There are a few rich guys with them, but they tend to be shady, drug dealers and all that, so...
In the Coliseum, one of the Coliseum is busted, isn't it?
Yeah, people have been trying to fix that one for years, but it's...
Question.
Yes?
Would one of these shady guys happen to be in charge of a boa?
No.
Damn.
The most we can do is release it and see what it is. Release it and then return it immediately.
Iolana is prepped for stuns for it, and Capono, since he makes the assumption that your brother is similar to you, Capono gets down from Leilani's shoulder and is just bubbling at the mouth.
Meanwhile, Sprig is getting a string shot ready.
He has moved the egg over closer to Spark. Spark picks it up, and Exy is just like, I am fire.
I am death!
Brother Exy.
Exy is the best big brother, I'm dying!
I just love how he's like, I must take care of the egg. Okay, now you must take care of the egg because I need to kick butt.
Okay, so Quid's like gonna look around at everyone's Pokemon and go, idea. We all hit him with a status effect.
Can't we just return him to the Pokeball straight away?
Well, here's the thing. If he has a status effect, I can...
You're assuming it's a he.
Sorry, I
Okay.
meant to say egg.
If it has a status effect on it, I can make it kinda to us. At least have a better chance of doing that.
Exy doesn't have any status effects.
Iolana huffs some stun spore.
But won't us using status effects on it make it less friendly towards us? It'll be like, oh no, these people are attacking
It
me.
depends on whether or not they see me.
Out of character, as part of the calculating the catch rates, every status effect adds a plus 10 to my chance of catching it. So I'm flavoring it as I'm going to convince him that the status effects were put on him by his
Former trainer.
as his former trainer, and then he just sold me the Pokeball because he doesn't care anymore, and that's how I'm going to flavor it. But yeah, mechanically, I get a plus 10 for every status effect he has on him. So I'm going to need that if I try and make him nice to us.
If you want to do that, I'll allow it, but I'm just gonna say I'm not entirely comfortable with it. Like, just from an ethical perspective. But, I mean, it's up to you.
Sparky's just like, I just want to figure out what it is and then put it back in this Pokeball.
Yeah.
And then what are we gonna do with it?
Well, then we decide, because once we know what it is, we'll know if it's someone who's more loyal to, if it's like the Chars. She doesn't know about that. If it's one that Spark recognizes as being, really loyal to Sholei, then we'll know, not to mess with it. But
Well, I can at least make it blinded so it can't see any of us.
what?
Oh, good idea.
All right.
Well, because if it sees any of us, it knows what we do.
Right.
Okay, so I'll build one of those traps that blinds the target. And then make sure no one's inside of it. And I'll release the Pokemon right in the center of the trap, so the trap activates and blinds it.
Alright, so you release it?
Yes, and I plan to immediately catch it again. And releasing it triggers the trap.
The glimpse you catch of it is a Vulpix.
That's not one of... Why does he have a Vulpix?
He doesn't usually use Pokemon like Vulpix?
Not his style. He always went for more intimidating Pokemon. He never went for...
Maybe he was hoping to bribe you.
Leilani caught it!
Out of character. You're doing this because I asked for a bunch of Ninetales, aren't you?
No, actually, I selected it entirely randomly from your list of requested encounters.
Okay.
Still appropriate. So
I narrowed it down to between Vulpix and Growlithe, and I was like, Growlithe appeared last session. I mean, it wasn't an actual Growlithe, but still.
That reminds me!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Ah!
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, does that... Well, if Leilani's right, maybe that's not really one of his Pokemon. Maybe you could have it.
She looks like Quinn.
Yeah, I could do it. Again.
Blazer, it's not gonna be shiny.
No, it's not shiny. I've got a long way to go.
So
452.
I was hoping there'd be a level in there. Could I tell from looking at it for that brief moment, like, roughly in what area his level, or its level was?
10.
Oh. Yeah, I got this. Hold on, I gotta do math real quick.
God damn it.
So, maybe it would just be friendly anyway. We could always let it out again and just try talking to it. If it attacks, we can easily subdue it, but maybe we shouldn't attack it all at once before it's had a chance to, say hi.
Yeah, no, if it's what I think it is and how... Yeah, I'll have no trouble getting it to be nice to us.
Well, let's go back to Jake's. I don't want to be out in the open too much right now.
That's fine. We'll go back.
Shit, what do I roll?
Ronnie nods.
Although we should be careful. If the Vulpix attacks, we don't want to burn Jake's house down.
Okay, that's a 5% chance, so I'm gonna roll 1d100. God damn it! Okay. God fucking damn it. You had,
What?
Hold on. I need to know how statistically what the chances of this happening were.
What were the numbers?
What happened?
Jury was asking if it's a hybrid, and normally, the Ascendants, the Ascendants are anti-mutant, but for reasons I cannot discuss yet, they are okay with hybrids.
Well,
So-
we know that they do make hybrids. Sarah is a prime example of that.
Yep.
And Spark mentioned before she left to Sholei that she found them fascinating.
Now, as I don't know
Oh.
how you've said it, but I kind of understood the idea of like, they don't like mutants, but these are basically brand new Pokemon. They just happen to be
Yeah.
using DNA sets from two different ones. So they are still
Yeah.
technically,
Essentially.
yeah, they're still
That's, like,
technically
hybrids. Yeah,
purebred.
hybrids are different from mutants.
So what's a hybrid? What is it? What is it?
Please tell me it's Cubone because those things look so cool.
You know what? Fine. It's a fucking Cubone
Yay!
hybrid. I need to know what the chances of this happening were, so I'm just gonna do a bit of math real quick because
1 in 10 times 1 in 5.
no, one in 9. No, 1 in 9. I mean, 9% times 5%. So hold on, 0.05 times 0.09.
It's a 0.045%.
Yeah, that's right.
We love you, Bucky.
Like, the chances of you getting a Pokemon were 9%. The chances of it being a fusion were 5%. So the combined chances of that were
Good.
I don't know what the
And-
Vulpix version looks like, but the Ninetales version looks so pretty.
Can you link it for me, Hunter? Because
It-
I want to describe what the Vulpix version looks like.
It's in the stream chat.
Oh, okay.
I'll read.
Also, this is one of those moments where 1 in a
It is.
million things happen every day. The most unusual day would be a day in which nothing unusual happened.
Very true. True randomness is not as random as you might think.
Or rather, our human brains aren't very good at interpreting it, so it feels less random to us. Oh, son of a
Okay.
bitch.
From what I'm
One-
looking at is white, but it says like orange brownish like hair here and tails.
One of the few combinations that I like more with Cubone than the Ninetales is with Charizard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Charizard and Arcanine. Those look so beautiful.
Right.
This one.
There's so many pretty combinations.
Give me a second and I'll get you a thing.
Alright, I'm checking its nature real quick.
I love the haircut. It's so like 50s. I love it.
So raise attack, lower. Sorry, I'm checking its nature real quick. Raise its attack, lower. No wait, yeah, raise its attack, lower its speed. Attack, lower speed. And it's a girl.
Yay!
So she has a brave nature.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I'm gonna have to up her speed because just
Yeah, Andrea, that's actually perfect. That is what the Vulpix looks like.
yay!
That is exactly what I was imagining.
Yay!
So general Vulpix with kind of a beige
Just-
body color and the Cubone helmet.
Yeah, the Cubone skull. So yeah, that is what it looks like. Okay, so
We go back to Jake's.
Joey found a really cute picture of it. I like that one.
oh,
That is also cute.
That is so just oh.
oh,
And I like that because you can't immediately tell that it's either 1, 2.
Mhm.
I like it. It's so pretty. Oh,
Oh,
the
I'm
confusion
also-
is so cool.
Jerry says, Bucky, you are the best. We agree.
Aw, thank you.
Bucky is best, yes.
I try. I'm just like, oh my god, the chances of you getting that were so low.
Which is why there's a saying as a DM of do not roll for it, because it'll be the one time that they beat all logic and probability and it'll happen.
Well, now that I think of it, it does make sense that Sholay would have this. So, why the fuck not?
It works. It really works with the story.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like when that happens.
Okay, so yeah, that Vulpix Cubone fusion is what you see when you send it out and retrieve it.
Okay, I guess
we
we're
go back-
going back to Jake's.
Yeah. Spark is like the entire time on the back. Jake is kind of hiding behind Quinn.
So when we get there, I'm gonna set out a bowl of food, and for some inexplicable reason, an empty plastic ketchup bottle.
Oh god.
Hunting Pikachus.
Meanwhile, Leilani is just continuing to be awkward, and Iolana's just like, okay, I don't know what the deal is with this thing, but Cappy, be at the ready. And if you're not, I'll squish you.
Cappy shrugs.
Sprig looks over from the butterfly net and goes,
How are you going to squish him? You are made of floof.
I will make a way.
That is a very good question.
Find a way.
I am the noof.
I am Floof. I am Doof. I am the Noof.
Layla is walking quite close to Spark and looking like she wants to be protective, but also looking like she's fucking 14.
So basically, we have a train of people: Quinn walking, Spark hiding behind Quinn, and
Layla
then
hiding.
really close to Quinn, really close to Spark is
Layla.
Layla.
And Eggsy is just like prancing in between their eggs, and Spark is still holding the egg.
So, alright, so you go inside, set out a bowl of food and an empty ketchup bottle. And, Jury, the Togepi is not a hybrid, it's a mutant. Let me explain the difference again, just real quick, for the people both in my game and in the audience. So basically there are 3 types of, altered Pokemon that you will encounter in this game. There are Abominations, which are basically Pokemon whose types have not been altered, they have not been fused with any other Pokemon, but their own DNA has been severely altered, presumably by humans, but no one's quite entirely sure.
I blame Professor Oak.
To alter them severely. So, for example, a Vion is an abomination because it wasn't fused with anything and it didn't gain a type, it just was... They took what it already had and blew it up to something much more powerful. Then there are mutants, which are basically Pokemon who are mutated by radiation in the wasteland. And because Pokemon have different biology than humans, they are not damaged by this. Instead, they gain a new type or have one of their types changed.
Examples being Capono and Hodge.
Yes, Hodge being a normal type Dwebble and Capono being a grass type Froakie. Finally,
Yeah,
there are...
type Dwebble?
Oh yeah, like Bug Normal and Water Grass, yeah.
Yeah, Bug Normal. And finally, there are the hybrids or fusions, which are 2 Pokemon fused together.
Of which
into
Drake
one.
and Sarah are examples.
And now this Vulpix
I
fusion.
have to think of a name. Hang on.
I thought you were going to call her Sion.
So yeah, that's just a quick reminder of what all the different types of altered Pokemon you'll
This has
encounter.
been Pokemon Biology with Bucky.
So anyways, what do you do once you're inside?
Spark is just sitting on the other side of the food bowl, just patiently waiting.
Sprig has got free of the butterfly net and is sitting on Jake's head.
Jake puts pancakes in the food bowl.
Aww. Along with the little pokey bits and the foodstuffs. Okay, Quinn's also gonna say give it room, give it room.
Layla is stepping back.
Quinn's gonna go down on one.
Spark is still also holding the egg, and Eggsy is just
Big brother.
pause on the back of the shoulders and kind of resting his head on her head.
Aww.
If a strong enough breeze happens, he looks like a small cape.
Oh god.
She becomes the hero she was meant to be.
So
Yep.
do you release her?
He's going to kneel down next to the food bowl and then release it. Because I don't know if it's a he or she yet.
Well, in character, yeah. But out of character, she. So like, she is out of her Pokeball, and she is, like, standing there, like, her fur is bristled, and, like, her tails are all up. And, like, you know, like animals do when they're scared, they try to make themselves look puffed up and bigger. So, like,
Iolana puffs herself up bigger.
So she has her eyes squeezed shut, and her tails are all out, and her fur is immensely puffed up, like bristled. And then she, like, opens one eye.
Is she looking? Who is she looking at?
She just kind of slowly looks around at everyone, and she is quivering.
Quinn will roll some of the food pellets, like, in her direction, so that they land, like between her paws.
She lifts a paw away from the food.
Oh.
Iolana's just gonna say, "Hey, don't worry. Quinn's an asshole, but that's not poison."
Zazu is sitting next to Jolene and shouts, "Yes, it is!"
Iolana rolls her eyes and eats a piece of the food, just stealing it from Quinn.
Really?
Quinn, I think
And that was in character.
Quinn, I think she's trying to show the new Pokemon that it's safe.
Eggsy is going to get down from his little stand and is just going to walk over and go, "Hey!"
She looks at Eggsy and, like, she's leaning away.
I'm Eggsy.
I'm not. Sorry.
She whines softly.
Aw. Quinn is going to give her the back of his hand to sniff.
She recoils.
Very slowly.
Quick note, Hunter, you usually want to put your hand out more, like, with your palm up, because palm down makes it look like you're going to, like, try to swipe at them. If they're unfamiliar with you, palm down looks like a swipe at them. Palm up makes you look more like you're offering something to them.
I've always heard, like, different things. Okay.
That's what my dad always taught me, and in my personal experience, palm up has always worked better than palm down when I'm getting to know a new animal. But again, that's personal experience. I could be wrong. That's just what I've heard. But in any case, she's still like in a tight little ball, trying to keep away from everyone.
She's really scared. Do you think Sholei was mean to her?
It's like that with all his Pokemon.
Maybe there are too many of us. Maybe it'd feel better if, Can I...
She starts crying.
Oh, baby. She looks like she wants to go and scoop her up. Can I actually have Layla roll intuition to kind of figure out what would be best for this Pokemon?
Go ahead. I'd also suggest Pokemon education, but I think intuition works better.
Well, I got that. There's a crit in there, so I got a 10 altogether.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, you aren't entirely sure, but you get the feeling that she definitely needs some space.
Guys, I think she does need some space. Maybe we should just have one or two people keep an eye on her, and, you know, from a distance, and everyone else kind of leave her be. She looks around at the others.
Jake goes back to his room without answering.
Sprig is still on his head. She looks vaguely confused. It's like, where is this going? So, which room? Where are we at the moment? Are we inside the house?
Well, I mean, the shop and the house are one building,
Yeah.
so, like, the front of the building, like, the front entry is the shop. Then there's the back, which is a small house that leads into the shop, and there's a side door into the house. There's a little upstairs cubby. So would you guys have gone through the side door into the house or into the shop?
Probably to the side door into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you're basically in a little tiny living room, and there's a room for Jake's dad, a room for Jake, and a kitchen.
Layla is going to make sure she's still got Hodge, and follow Jake into his room, and kind of gestures for Leilani to come too. She would gesture for Jolene, but she's not going to tell Jolene what to do.
I'll assume that Jolene kind of... Let's say that Jolene stays in the living room, but like she is far enough away from the Vulpix that it's considered giving her space.
Yeah. Spark is definitely going to back away, closer to like a wall and away from the food bowl.
Layla leans back in and goes, "You could always make yourself look smaller by crouching down." Only...
Spark is sitting on the floor.
Okay. And she disappears back into the bedroom again.
What does Quinn do?
Well, he's giving his hand for her to sniff.
She is not sniffing it. Like, she is not getting anywhere near you if she can help it.
Oh, lost Eli.
Okay, he's gonna sit probably a step away from the food bowl.
She is still not moving. Like, her eyes are locked on you.
He won't look her in the eye.
She backs away from you.
Okay, he'll get further away.
She makes a tiny squeaky sort of sound. But all of the Pokemon that are within earshot of her can hear that she said, "Roar!"
Baby!
Oh. Oh.
It's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. They're not like the mean guy.
She is leaning away from Eggsy, but she's looking at him now with her ears flattened.
I'm gonna guess you've met Fat.
Is that his name?
The Houndoom?
The big black fire Pokemon with the horns and the...
Eggsy nods.
I don't like him. Is he gone?
He's gone.
What about the tall guy in the white?
He's gone too.
How do I know this isn't some kind of test or something?
Eggsy just like looking is like,
I don't know how to answer that.
She slowly moves over to the food bowl and starts eating.
Eggsy just kind of trots over to Spark and just kind of lays down next to Spark, and she just kind of pets him behind, scratches him behind the ear.
No.
Eli, if you're here, I don't know if you missed it or not, but the Vulpix literally, like, she didn't roar, she literally just said the word roar. Like she looked at Quinn and she goes, "Roar!"
Ow.
But all the Pokemon, like everyone who doesn't understand Pokemon, so all the non-Pokemon, so all the humans just heard a little squeak. And, and so, like, she takes a few bites of the food, and then she kind of toddles, like, quietly over to a corner and curls up and lies down in a little ball.
Exy is gonna walk up so he is 5 feet from the Vulpix and just kind of just lays down.
Once you feel trapped in a corner,
This is Exy.
Eggsy is too dumb to know that.
And when he's not like laying down on his side, he's like laying down on his back.
So, yeah, she is still curled up in the corner, and like her eyes are squeezed shut. Oh, Layla.
Yeah, Layla is letting out in Jake's room is letting out the 3 Pokemon that are in the Pokeballs. Just kind of let them stretch a bit. Sprig excitedly gabbles about all that's been happening.
Oh, also I evolved.
The Munchlax stares at you and goes, "We noticed."
She beams. You can't see her mouth, but you can see her smiley eyes.
Her eyes. Let's see, and like you hear after a while, the Vulpix finally starts to doze a little bit. Like you hear her breathing become heavy.
So I was gonna walk to the food bowl and eat a pancake. And then she's gonna take a pancake, just do a line of food pellets, and then wrap up the pancake. So it's it's a burrito, but the stuffing's it's a pancake, and the stuffing is food pellets. And it's gonna go over and sit probably. She's gonna sit against the wall, but probably sit like 2 feet from the Vulpix, and then between the two of them is the pancake burrito.
Oh. Jake peeks out of the room and like glances around, spots the Vulpix, then he goes, "So what do you guys do now?
We wait, I guess.
Don't you guys have to go?"
As much as I want to, we need to keep her out of the Pokeball. I'm not sure she's going to be willing to come with us if she's out.
Give it time.
What time of day is it right now?
It's like about 10 a.m.-ish. Maybe 9:30.
We'll be out of here before nightfall, I hope. Worst comes to worst, we'll just have to camp. We'll have to camp on the south side of the lake.
Layla pokes her head around the doorframe. If possible, I think we should try and make it back before and not camp, because last time we camped, bad stuff.
We won't be camping on the road, though. We will be taking a back way. I know, but we don't have much of a choice. If he comes looking for us, and we're on the main road, we're more likely to be spotted.
No, I know. I still hope we can make it to Phoenix before we have to camp, though.
I do too. Or at least make it to the east side of the lake.
Will the players call it a Vulpix even though it's a Q-Pix? Jury asks.
Probably because she is predominantly Vulpix, yes.
Kind of like Sprig is predominantly Gloom. Oddish Gloom.
Sorry, yeah.
And Sarah is predominantly Riolu.
Quinn says, Spot, can you get Exia out of there real quick?
Exy, come here. Eggsy just kind of like, from the scissors, you go, come here. He's like,
She starts to roll like a potato.
roll.
You can take the mon out of the potato, but you can't take the potato out of the mon.
Rolls up into a potato and rolls away. Quinn is gonna go to the other wall, not the one that Sarah is leaning against, and get just within arm's reach of the Q-Pix.
Mhm.
And because it's asleep, very slowly reach out and just like barely stroke it.
She suddenly wakes up.
Like you know how like people like run their fingers down your arm and it's so light it feels like spiders?
Yeah.
Like that.
She, like, jolts awake. And she jumps up and runs back to the middle of the room by the food bowl. And
Aw.
In response to this, Eggsy just kind of gets back up and kind of just stands in between Quinn and the Vulpix. He's like, no.
She is now watching Eggsy, looking a bit surprised. And, and she goes, I thought you said you guys were nice. Is that guy mean?
He's just trying to pet you, but I don't think you're ready for that.
What if he's trying to hit me?
Why would he hit you?
I don't know. I mean, the other guy with the white coat never hit me, but I was always scared he would.
Jay!
Iolana says,
What did you?
that guy was a douchebag. Let's
Iolana
get back
said
to
what?
it right now. That guy complete.
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
No!
Douchebag.
How
Very-
could you?
Very cute, Quilava and Vulpix.
How could you?
Don't blame me, you blame Jerry.
I am saying, how could you at jury? Anyways.
It's even cuter in the live stream because it cuts out the images.
So, just to double check, Iolana was saying that guy's a douchebag, correct? And was she referring to Sholeh?
I think we lost Eli.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, okay. So, she is still cowering a little bit. And she's looking at Iolana. And she goes, but if he finds me again?
He's not gonna. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Fuck him up.
different approaches.
And, so she looks at Eggsy and she, like, slowly, like, leans, like, in his direction a bit. And she goes, so you're gonna protect me?
Mm-hmm. And my training.
Does that make you my big brother now?
Eggsy's best
Yeah.
big brother.
Okay. I guess I gotta stay with my big brother, so...
And Eggsy is just now bouncing around the Vulpix.
She is shrinking away from him a bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, you don't know. And she just kind of leans against him.
Aww.
Nice.
Layla is still peeking around from behind the door frame and melts.
Oh,
It's a rare occasion where Spark has a smile.
Aww.
Jury, how dare! Jury, how dare!
All the cute Quilava and Vulpixes.
Okay, so So Jake says, looks like she's doing a bit better.
Yeah. And Spark does in fact just look down at the egg.
Not yet.
How close is
You feel the egg wiggling, but it's not hatching just yet.
how close is Spark to Quinn?
Spark was on the other side of the food bowl, so probably it's Quinn, Eggsy, and Vulpix, food bowl, Spark.
Blazing!
Quilava and Vulpix with flower crowns.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Dang it, Blizzard!
Why do you want us to die? My heart.
Okay, so
Would I going through the outside, like walking around the outside of the room, would I have to pass Spark?
Probably not.
yeah, I'm gonna go with no if Andrea says no.
Because she's kind of like on the opposite side of the room.
Okay.
So which one is your trainer?
That one.
And he kind of just like motions with his head.
That one. She doesn't usually look like that.
She looks kinda weird.
Yeah, I know. Her hair used to be longer on the sides and had better clothes.
You sure that she's nice?
Yep.
Okay. And she slowly walks over to Spark, shivering a bit.
Oh, Quinn kind of beats it to the punch.
Oh.
Yeah, I was typing it. Just keep going, but this happens before that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So you're typing something to me, Hunter?
No, I'm typing in the main chat.
Oh, okay.
Taking a moment.
Oh, that's fine.
Spark is gonna put the ball with Eggsy's ball, by the way.
Yeah, Quinn walks around the outside of the room, tosses the ball to Spark, says here, and then walks out the door to head out. Blazer, I'm willing to risk it. I'm ready.
Do it. Do it.
Placer is
Careful.
threatening more cute.
Die from cute overload.
She wanders up to you, and like she is just kind of like crouched down and like not making eye contact, and her ears are flattened, but like she's in front of you now.
Hi.
She squeaks a little bit.
She's not going to pet him, but she's definitely pet her. But she's definitely going to put her arm, like her hand, down in front of her, like on the floor.
She cringes a bit, but then she sniffs your hand, and she like kind of glances at Eggsy, like to see what he wants her to do.
Eggsy just comes bounding back over to Spark, and is just like trying to again climb on top of Spark. It's like, Eggsy, what are you doing?
And so like she looks back at Spark's hand and quietly licks it.
You're safe now. Shola's not going to harm you.
She nods. And then she climbs into your lap.
If she will let her, Spark is just going to gently scratch her behind the ear.
She closes her eyes.
And because it's been a long day, Spark starts to fall asleep.
It's morning!
We woke up in the middle of the night.
That's true.
Oh no. That's a Quillava. That's a Cyndaquil or a Quillava in a hoodie.
No, that's a Team Magma hood!
That's fine.
It just makes it even better!
That's fine.
Yeah, that's definitely Quillava because it's got the
Yeah,
spots
no,
on.
you're right, it's Quillava.
It's good to cheese.
Oh, don't be sorry, that's cute.
Okay. So, Jake says, you guys need anything before you go?
Oh, yes! Can I speak to you in private?
Sure.
Sprig looks excited and tries to bounce up onto Layla, but Layla bats her away. You keep an eye on the other Pokemon. And she will just sort of go into another room, possibly the kitchen, with Jake.
Spark is just in the living room, half asleep, petting the Vulpix.
The Cupix.
Yes, the Cupix. I gotta find a name.
And I gotta do a Pokedex entry for her.
I suspect she's really warm.
She's very cozy.
She's surrounded by warmth right now.
Alright, so Jake follows you into the kitchen.
Okay, so... How was I gonna say this? Do you Leilani? No, wait. Do you,
Jake holds up a hand. Yeah, he's cute.
Oh! So maybe you kind of like him, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, he's a bit weird, but what do you expect after what he's been through?
So would it be okay if he maybe liked you too? Not that I'm saying he does, but maybe?
Layla, it's obvious.
Okay, thank goodness. Whew. Okay. Oh, cool. So maybe I can tell him that maybe you think he's nice?
Yeah, seems like a nice guy. He's, pretty cute.
Layla is grinning all over her face. Can I go and tell him now?
Why not?
She just kind of jumps excitedly and then runs back into Leilani's room to talk to Jake's room to talk to Leilani.
Leilani's there just sort of primping and grooming at Capono and Iolana.
She bounces up and down on the balls of her feet and goes, Leilani, ask me what I just found out.
What did you just find out?
Jake thinks you're nice and he thinks you're cute.
Bright red.
Hey.
And Leilani pulls Iolana up over his face to hide.
That's fine. You'll be fine eventually.
Just wanted to let you know.
It just,
It's a good thing.
I don't know how to deal with this.
It's okay. When we go to Phoenix, I'll get you to talk to my mothers. They'll be able to give you advice.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe we should do that now.
Well, I think we should probably head out back to Phoenix soon. She pokes her head out the door again. Hey guys, how are we looking for when we can leave? Oh, she's warming up to you. Literally, because she's a fire type.
Yeah, she is.
Good.
Egg still hasn't hatched though. Which means I'm getting a little worried it hasn't hatched. I can feel movement.
I'm sure it'll come out when it's good and ready. Besides, it's not like...
Just take time.
The picture!
Oh boy, what have we got this time? We've got a few. Okay, so it is a Nine-Tails Marowak and a Cupix. And oh, it's a Vulpix nuzzling with a Growlithe, and they're all blushy, and that is adorable. And goodbye, my planet needs me.
Is it the planet where cute trash goes?
Yes. Cute cyclables.
Cute recyclables.
Either way, cute.
I think I'm gonna name her Cadis.
That's a pretty name. Do you think she might be ready for traveling soon?
I'm gonna just like kind of look down to see if she's awake.
She looks up at you when she feels you moving.
You ready to go? We're gonna go do some traveling. Are you ready?
She fidgets a bit uneasily, but then she slowly nods.
You can ride on Eggsy if you want.
She brightens.
Oh.
Eggsy just like stopped trying to climb on top of Spark again, and is just like now is like on all fours next to him, just ready to be a horse.
Oh.
She flops on his back.
Trot, 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 trot.
Good.
Sprig looks at this and then goes over and kind of somehow picks up Hodge and puts Hodge on her head.
That is great.
Hodge is now a hat with a hat.
Yes.
I think this is how you're meant to be a good big sibling.
This is how to be big sister. Hodge looks down at Sprig and says, I don't know if that's how it works, but I don't mind.
Alright. I'm
Also,
gonna polish
you're
you
taller
going.
now.
Aww.
Ayalana just screeches. That is not how tall this works. Right, but you were saying, Andrea?
We probably should get moving. We've stayed long enough. I don't want to draw in unnecessary attention.
Alright, Leilani clears his throat, then looks at Jake, standing very stock still, and says, Thank you for your hospitality, sir.
Sir?
Oh, yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Jake stares at you and goes, calm down.
I am calm.
I'm sorry, are you Iolana in a human suit?
Oh, God. I mean, Eli is. I can't speak for Leilani.
Are you what?
Are you Ayalana in a human suit?
No. Iolana is just...
Thank you very much for letting us stay again, Jake.
No prob.
Come and say hi if you're ever in Phoenix.
Will do.
Bye, Jake.
See you, Spark. And he offers a hug.
She hugs him.
He nods and sits at the counter so he can be a good worker. Or at least pretend to be. Alright, so you guys head out?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna calculate real quick to see how much time it's gonna take. So,
Taking the back route.
Yeah, you're taking the back route, so that's going to take approximately 16 hours. So I think you would get there by nightfall.
Right as night would be falling, probably.
Yeah.
Layla is
Like,
looking progressively more cheerful the closer they get to home.
um, yeah, if you're leaving at around 10 a.m., it's about 16 hours.
So we get there about 2 a.m.
That's a bit late.
We would probably make it to the east side and probably would have to camp.
Yeah, at least you make it at least by the time night is falling, you make it to the just like Sparks said, the southern end of the lake.
We're gonna have to camp here for the night.
We're camping?
We're camping. It's only for one night. We'll make it there in the morning.
Okay.
I don't think your parents would appreciate it for you walking in the middle of the night.
Yeah, okay, you're right. And we'll keep watches, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
Leilani
watch
and
is most convenient.
Leilani and Jolene, you and Quinn, and I'll take the last watch.
Alright. I'm gonna roll real quick just to make sure there aren't any random encounters. I don't think there will be, but... Nope, nothing. Okay. So, Spark,
Mm-hmm.
during your watch,
Uh-huh.
the egg starts wiggling.
Spark just immediately just puts it down and just kind of sits and waits. Eggsy is looking very intent.
Eggsy is like... But anyways, and then, like, there's a little crack at the bottom, and you see the tip of a little foot wiggle its way out. And then the foot finally makes it all the way out, and it's just flailing around. And then the other foot pokes out and then wiggles its way out. And then the egg stands up and starts running around. Or, well, toddling around.
Good.
Eggsy is just kind of like trying to corral the egg so it does not fall.
The egg is squirming anxiously, and then one arm pokes out and the other arm pokes out, and they're both like, "Eh!" And it stops, and then it reaches out and like feels Eggsy.
Hello.
And you hear a muffled little squeak from inside the egg, and it toddles away from Eggsy and bumps into you.
Spark just kind of like picks up the egg and start kind of like puts her finger on the edges of the little hand, is like, hello.
It doesn't move its hands, but it like kind of reaches up and like just kind of starts patting around the top of the egg where its head will poke out, or should be poking out.
Do you need a little help?
You hear a squeak.
Spark is gonna start feeling the top to see if there's any way she can like put a little pressure in that in order to help like crack it a little bit.
The most of the top of the egg is hollow, so like you crack the top of it and like you can basically pull off the entire outer part.
Yeah, Spark is going to do that. Try to help the Pokemon.
It now has just its little lower round body as it is the egg, and the top of it is a little Togepi face, and like its eyes are closed, and like it's kind of squinting a bit, and then it looks up at you.
Hi.
Yeah.
that noise is what Eggsy hears. Like you hear a regular Togepi noise.
Hi! Huh?
Get it? It's a baby, so he's
Yeah.
babbling. Bah.
Spark is just kind of like scratching what would be behind the ear, just like, hello.
Hold on. I need to check its gender.
Its gender is
More
baby.
than likely male.
Yeah, it's male. Yes,
Like,
its
see,
gender
going,
is
oh, I have a little brother and a little sister.
yes. And so he is like wiggling his little arms and doing baby babbling.
Hi, Chloe.
Yeah.
Oh god. I keep wanting to say, could we keep him? But we can! Joyous day!
Flo, named after his first sound.
Pleh.
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 Cadus! Cadus, look!
The Q-Pix like opens one eye and looks. What's that?
It's a Togepi fire.
It's a sibling, congratulations!
Also, like, so, yeah, I described the Togepi's, like, shell, like, and how the triangles are instead little blue and red flame swirls, but also, like, in the, like, in between the little spikes around its head are, like, little tiny flames. Like, actual fires.
It's on fire! Ah! The baby's on fire!
The baby's on fire! So, Flo starts wiggling around.
Spark is going to set Plo down, and Eggsy is just immediately goes up to, like, sniff and say hi.
Flo turns and, like, just kind of studies Eggsy for a moment, and then he sneezes, and when he sneezes, a puff of smoke comes out of his mouth.
Good.
And he falls on his butt.
Ah! Eggsy immediately just goes to help Plo stand back up.
Baby fall down! Baby fall down! Red alert.
You know, I'm horrible because my first thought was the bad water hurt the baby.
Alright.
Reference.
Anyways.
Never mind it, watch Rayman.
I know, Eli. I know the reference. I know. But anyways. So, Plo, stands back up and toddles back over to Spark and reaches up with his tiny little arms and goes, Ma!
Oh.
Spark just kind of picks up Plo and just kind of cuddles.
Of course, like, Spark just hears, like, a, Pokemon noise, like, Toki, or, like, something like that, but...
You
Good.
do better than I do.
But Eggsy hears, Ma!
Yes.
Yes, child, this is your mother now.
To be fair, it's been established very hard that Togepi's imprint on whoever is nearby when their egg hatches.
He's true. It's how Misty got to keep it. Oh
Oh
no.
my god, that picture!
Oh no, that's a Togepi cosplaying as a Togetic. That's fine.
Togekiss.
A Togekiss
Yes,
even.
to kiss.
That's fine. I do just love the little, just the drawings that this one artist does of the Pokemon wearing hoodies of their evolved forms.
No.
Yes, they are amazing.
They are so very cute.
Right, so now that...
Also, Blazer says you just had the baby for 1 minute and already it's on fire.
So hatching is very, very hard work. So Plo very quickly dozes off in your arms.
Yeah. She just is like cuddling Plo, and every once in a while moving one hand just to either pet Eggsy or to pet Cadus.
Can you spell that in the chat? So I can put it in the stream chat. Cool. Okay, so other than the baby hatching, the night is uneventful, and everyone is up the next morning.
Layla is radiant when she wakes up because she knows she's going to see her family again. She gives Sludge to Sprig and Hodge. And then, that's a baby.
The noise that you hear is the same for both the Pokemon and the humans. Plo goes, ah!
Congratulations, Spark. Sorry, what was Spark saying?
He's so adorable.
He is.
Actually smiles a little bit.
He's got little flames on his head. It's so cute.
Hello, little Togepi. Oh, does he have a name?
Plo.
Hello, little Plogepi.
Plogepi. All of a sudden, Zazu, the Larvitar, charges out of nowhere, screaming, "The baby's on fire!"
The baby's supposed to be on fire, stupid.
You're not very bright, are you?
And Zazu takes the Togepi and starts patting at its head, trying to put the fire out.
Baby.
Eggsy is just trying to protectively get back his baby brother.
Zazu, it's a fire type Togepi. I think he's meant to be like that.
The baby's on fire!
Does anyone have a rope we can distract her with?
To distract Zazu, Eggsy immediately lights his hair and butt.
Fire! And
The fire type is on fire.
And then she steps back and tries to make herself look bigger.
Baby.
When she does that, Eggsy goes and grabs tries to corral Flo back over to Spark.
I'm sorry, but if she's poisoned, she does stop, drop, and roll. If there's fire, she makes herself look bigger.
Yes!
I love her.
Yeah. And Spark will just pick up Plo and just cuddle Plo in her arms. She'll get moving.
Uh-huh. Layla quickly gets ready.
So it takes you a couple hours, but you do reach Phoenix City. And once you reach it, the guards on the tower immediately recognize Layla, and even if they didn't, would recognize you all as just regular travelers, so they open the gates to you all.
Yay!
Leilani smiles.
Okay, so Leilani, I know you probably want to go and see Rachel first, but is it okay if I catch up with you? I really, really, really want to see my family.
Yes, you go see your family, and I'll go see Rachel.
And Leilani goes to see his family, I mean what?
Leilani's going to go to Rachel, and as soon as he's there, how does she react?
Well, she's at her counter, writing some stuff down, and then she looks up and sees him, and she stands up and she goes, "My boy!"
Leilani will hug her, and then Leilani says, "Well, I'm very happy to see you, ma'am.
And she like puts both of her hands on your shoulders, and she goes, "Are you okay? I heard over the radio."
Oh no. That was on the radio? Oh dear.
At this moment, Spark walks in the door.
And she looks over and she's like, "You're all okay. Well, two of you are, but I heard what happened to the port on the radio."
Everything was fine.
Well, not completely, but we do have some information, and Leilani will hand her all of the things that got written down.
She takes it and reads it, frowns a bit and sighs, and she goes, "Well, it's definitely not what I would have hoped for. But given the circumstances, it's not a bad deal. Don't you worry, Leilani. I'll handle this business stuff. You deserve a rest. You've done a good job, kiddo."
Thank you. There were many things that happened, and Leilani goes red. Many things. None of them were that important, though.
Spark chuckles a bit.
I said none of them were that important, and I meant that.
You met a girl, huh? Or a boy. I don't really care which.
Boy.
Oh, a boy. What's his name?
It's taking over in Pyrite.
What was that?
Damn it!
The last name is Gonzalez, right?
Gonzalez, yeah.
Yes. Jake Gonzalez.
Oh, I know that kid. I haven't seen him in a while. Like, he probably doesn't remember me, but I know his dad at least.
Leilani just hides his face. I want to die.
Yeah, we'll go do it upstairs.
Alright.
And she winks at him. And she goes, "Take a nap while you're there. You earned it."
Leilani does so.
My job is done. And Spark walks out the door.
Alright, have a nice day. Guess.
Yeah, Leilani's just gonna hide in his room and hug Capono and Ailana. Then, after a few seconds, Leilani comes back down and says, "Oh, yes, and this is Capono. He's new." And he holds him out towards her.
Nice to meet you.
Ribbit.
New friends are always welcome.
Capono blows some bubbles happily.
Flower approaches Capono, stretches her head up to him and licks him.
Capono licks back.
But she can do from 10 paces being a frog.
Yep. And Leilani says, "I'll leave you down here because I think you'd get along."
Alright, so Flower begins chatting away with Capono, trying to get to know each other.
And Capono,
Jury,
sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Leilani just goes back upstairs and he and Ailana rest.
Alright, and meanwhile Capono and Flower are chatting. So meanwhile, is Quinn up to anything?
Nope.
Is Spark up to anything?
No, probably just chilling out in the middle of town waiting for Leilani and seeing if Leilani and Layla are going to come back and look for them during the day. But if it gets close to night and that doesn't happen, she's going to go and head to the Coliseum, see if she can't find somewhere to stay there.
Okay.
Oh, you're assuming that you're not staying with Layla. You're fucking staying with Layla.
No! No! Spark will
Layla
not.
insists. Alright, for one, Layla insists. For one, Layla's moms will insist.
And Spark will also insist she doesn't.
Layla's mothers will carry you into the house and tuck you in aggressively.
With hot cocoa, god damn it.
Yes, exactly.
You're gonna sit there and drink your fucking cocoa.
Alright, so Spark, you go to your house. I mean, not Spark, Layla. There.
She bursts in through the door. I'm home! And she just kind of puts down Sprig and Hodge and holds out her arms for hugs.
You are in what seems like an instant swarmed by Pokemon ancestors.
Good. She hugs. She hugs very much. I miss you guys!
And they're all, like, basically shouting about how they missed you too.
Yay. Where's Mom and Mama?
They quickly run out and they basically pick you up and hug you between them both.
She hugs them back. I'm so glad to see you. I missed you.
Hodge is out, right?
He is.
So, Lyra spots him and, like, carefully reaches out and picks him up, and she's like, "Who's this?"
Oh, that's Hodge. We found him when we were near Gation Port. He is the cutest, and he seems to really like his Nuka-Cola bottle. Oh, and look, Jolene made him a cozy. She points. Oh, and look! She picks up Sprig. Sprig evolved!
Wow!
Oh, and there's something else. There are some Pokemon who kind of need new homes, and she gets out the Pokeball and the 3 Pokeballs and unleashes all the Pokemon. Now, that one's a Munchlax, so I think I'm probably going to ask Quill if she can take him, but these two... And she looks at the Sandile and the Gligar, and then looks at her sisters, hopefully.
Ariel doesn't hesitate to scoop up the Gligar, and Gwen sits down next to the Sandile and starts petting him. And Gwen goes, "I love him."
And Sprig is kind of going,
I told you they were nice.
The Sandile is, like, basically bouncing.
I need to go and... Oh, I need to introduce you to some people, cause I think you should meet some of the people I was traveling with, especially Leilani, cause he's in a vault and he needs some help with stuff, because he's really new to the wasteland and he's also really new to falling in love, which is, a thing I don't know much about, but I know you guys know stuff about, and I think he might be gay, and he likes this boy, and I was thinking maybe you could give him some advice about that, and I did the thing again.
That was amazing! Oh my god.
Sally, do you plan those, or do you just let them go?
I just let them go.
That's amazing!
Occasionally Layla takes over. And it's kind of fun.
You're so good!
Thank you.
Okay, so, Lyra looks a bit flabbergasted. But Cicely goes, "Wait, slow down, sweetheart."
Okay, so...
No, wait, hold on. And she puts a hand on your shoulder and she goes, "There's been news about something happening at Gation Port. Are you okay?"
Oh, you heard about that? We're fine. Does that mean... She looks really worried. I was scared of telling you. I mean, I'll tell you, but... Because something bad happened, does that mean you're not gonna let me go again?
Cicely looks like, she's ready to say something, but then Lyra steps up and is like, "Why don't we meet these friends of yours, sweetie?"
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you about this stuff later, but yeah, you should meet all of them, but you should definitely meet Leilani and Spark, definitely. I think Spark could maybe do with a place to stay. It's okay, I mean, she can probably find a place if we don't have room, but she's just 15, and she doesn't really have anyone, so I'm doing the thing again, aren't I? I'm gonna go and get Leilani and Spark, and maybe the others. I'll bring them back here.
Alright.
And she looks down at Munchlax. Okay, I'm gonna take you over to Quill later, but you stay with these guys for now, okay?
Actually, Dusty picks up the Munchlax and says, I can take her to Quill.
Really?
Or him. I don't remember. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Dusty.
She gives Dusty a kiss on the forehead.
Dusty smiles and runs off.
Okay, I'll try and be back soon. She picks up Hodge, puts him on her shoulder, and picks up Sprig and puts her on her head, and dashes off.
Alright, I'm guessing you have no trouble finding Spark and the others.
Yeah, she's also, she checks in with Rachel to kind of, make sure everything's okay, and, when she's there, she asks for Leilani, and then, she finds everyone else as well. And, if people are... She'll basically say, do you want to come and meet my family? Oh, shit. What the... Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. We've just experienced some technical difficulties. My Skype has crashed. So let me just start that up again. That's really bizarre. That doesn't usually happen. Come on, Skype. Okay. Well, I could always sing Hamilton while I'm waiting for this to start up again. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. You back, Skype? Let's see.
You guys... Oh, there's Natalie.
Skype just crashed out of nowhere.
Wow, that's
Oh,
weird.
yeah, I've been through that.
I sang my shot while I was waiting to reconnect.
I was wondering why Jury commented, it has been 0 minutes.
So when did I cut out? Because I noticed it in the middle of talking.
You cut out...
Something about Rachel.
Yeah, you went to see Rachel.
She goes to see Rachel to check in, and... Oh, hang on. Is that up now? Possibly?
Don't crash again, no!
No, I'm sorry, everything's just being a bit weird at the moment.
Rachel gives you a big bear hug.
Yes, she hugs Rachel and asks if she can borrow Leilani.
Sure thing, he's just upstairs. God damn it.
Technical difficulties gifts. Okay, so... Yes, she grabs Leilani, and she basically rounds up everyone and sort of says, do you want to come meet my family?
Yes, I would like that very much.
I may have spilled the beans about you being gay and liking someone.
It's okay, I did the same.
God damn it!
God. Quinn?
I have nothing.
Okay. So he just goes with, I guess?
Yeah.
Once he's found? Okay.
Spark is definitely hiding in the back.
Alright. So you guys show up at Layla's house, and the house is essentially organized chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my room.
What was that?
It's like my room.
Yeah, everything has a place and, and whatnot, but, there is just this endless chittering and chirping and snarling among Pokemon and sisters.
Ariel does occasionally snarl, yes.
Yes. And there's just so much energy in this house, and everything feels just a little bit scattered. Because, everyone is all... There are 7 people and more Pokemon living there. So...
Somehow your house is louder than my vault was, and we had 50 people, at least.
I think your vault was probably bigger than my house.
Point. My sense of scale isn't very good.
Okay.
Eggsy, by the way, is still kind of being protective of Cadis. You know, making sure she's okay.
Okay.
Cadis is shrunken.
So, everyone, this is my family, the Hartigan Lamont. This is my mama, Cicely. This is my mom, Laura. This is my sister, Gwen, Ariel, and Madge, and Dusty. And, guys, these are the people I are traveling with. This is Jolene. She has a knitting basket. And this is Quinn. And this is Spark. And this is Leilani.
Leilani looks shy. Thank you very much for, raising your daughter so well.
The moms exchange a glance because that's a weird thing to say.
He
He's
thanks
from the
people
vault.
for no reason.
Sorry, what was that?
He thanks people for no reason.
He's from the vault.
Andrea,
What?
is
What?
that true? Is that true?
What?
Is Cadis the start of catastrophic?
Oh,
No. No. I got the name Cadis because I was reading this comic and there's a character named Cadis and I like the name.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So how
I
come you
swear to
didn't?
God, I can link you to the comic.
How come you didn't go with Sion, by the way?
I felt Cadis would have fit better.
Fair enough.
I'll find a Pokemon that will fit Sion, but Cadis definitely fit. I felt fit better.
That's fair. It's a pretty name.
Yes. And so the moms just kind of look at Leilani and go, we try.
Well, you've tried very well from what I've seen. Leilani has this big, stupid, awkward grin. I'm not sure what I'm doing, he hisses at Layla.
We should probably... Oh my god, Layla is now in the situation where talking about what happened in Gation Port is preferable to letting Leilani do this.
Good.
I guess we should probably tell you the stuff that happened in Gation Port. What did you hear on the news?
We heard that there was an attack. Sicily's.
I'm assuming, by the way, that we're all kind of sitting down at this point.
Yeah, eventually you're all kind of ushered into the living room, and the sisters are kind of piled all over the place.
Layla has placed herself squarely in the middle of her sisters.
I believe that the appropriate wasteland phrase is assholes.
That's new.
So, Leilani,
Gwen does a spit take.
So, Dusty's 12, Leilani. And,
Leilani looks confused.
Gwen is, like, you know that she's normally pretty reserved and quiet, but Gwen is, like, burst into giggles.
Maybe the swear
Keep
words.
the swearing down, Leilani.
Which ones are those? Are they the same as in the vault?
You might want to cover their ears.
Dusty looks around, and, like, all of the sisters are kind of staring at Dusty, and Dusty sighs dramatically and covers her ears.
Good.
The main ones that most people use that you probably should not use while you're here are... ass.
This fuck cocksucker motherfucking tits.
Yes!
Iolana says that, but Leilani doesn't.
Plo goes,
Right back at you, little shithead.
Eggsy is just like looking at Iolana and like, do not hurt my baby brother.
Ain't
Eggsy,
gonna
calm
hurt
down.
him.
Eggsy, calm down.
Like I even could, death ass.
Flame.
Plo goes, death ass!
No, that is not my name.
Plo starts giggling and waving his hands at Eggsy and going, death ass!
Oh
Oh,
no. No.
Iolana cracks up, laughing. Okay, I like you, kid.
This is your fault. Eggsy.
Death ass.
Eggsy.
Death ass.
Okay, everyone, all the humans are able to see that Eggsy, Iolana, and Flo seem to have gotten into a bit of a spat.
Like, you see Iolana cracking up, and Eggsy is trying to talk to Plo, and every time, so Eggsy says the same thing every time. Plo says the same thing, a different thing, but the same word noise every time, and is copying Eggsy's inflection, but clearly not what's being said.
Quill. Quill.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
So, sorry, yes.
So, sorry, Mama, what did you say you heard on the radio?
Oh, yeah, we just heard that there was an attack at Gadion Fort. We've heard rumors that it was Team Storm.
I'm gonna say that she's sitting in between Madge and Ariel, and she just grabs both their hands and squeezes.
Yeah, it was.
They squeeze your hands back.
I'm imagining that they're not going to be taking the news well, like Layla didn't.
No, they're not. They're squeezing pretty tightly.
She looks over at, she actually Dusty is Madge and Dusty are both quite small for their ages. Layla kind of holds out her arms to Dusty for a cuddle, to see if Dusty will come and sit in her lap.
Dusty does come and sit in your lap because, she recognizes the gesture, and Gwen straight up, sucks in, a deep, sharp breath, gets up and kind of goes to her room.
Gwen?
I need a minute.
Do you want someone to come with you, Gwen?
No, I'm okay.
Layla actually starts... The rims of her eyes get a bit wet, but she lets her go.
Leilani pays attention.
Out of character, Dally, does that seem reasonable?
That seems absolutely reasonable. She would remember.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
Yeah, because she kind of goes to the others and she looks at her parents and goes, she kind of remembers better, huh?
They nod sadly.
It was... I want to pretend that it was all okay and everything was fine and we got through it and, well, we did, but it was really scary and a lot of people died and, I'm really scared because they had did someone make someone laugh?
Zero says, send Hodge after her.
Hodge was like, well, you see, human.
Hodge is chittering at the door. Yes? Oh, thanks, Dad.
Hi, Bucky's dad.
Hi, Bucky's dad.
Oh, and for, just for clarity's sake, because this hasn't really been stated in-game yet, Gwen is the eldest sister at 16 years old. She is of Asian heritage. She has black hair, and she wears dark clothes, brown eyes. Then the second eldest is Ariel, who is 14. She is of Latina heritage. She also has longish brown hair and kind of middling brown skin and brown eyes. And she's maybe she's a little bit tall for her age, whereas Gwen is sort of average height, so they're kind of... then there's Layla, and then younger than Layla is Madge. She's also 14. She is Caucasian, quite pale skin, light brown hair, sort of in waves around her shoulders. Sort of bluish eyes, but she's blind, so it's kind of like they have cataracts over them. They look faded out. And then you have the youngest, who is Dusty, who is 12 years old. She is biological siblings with Ariel, so she is also of Latina descent, and she has she wears her hair longer. She has quite long brown hair, and she kind of usually wears quite a big jumper that's kind of pulled up over her chin.
Yeah, so she can kind of have her face a bit covered because she's very shy.
She is very shy, yes.
Leilani looks a little confused at all of them, but bites his tongue. He's
Oh.
learning slowly.
Yeah. Oh, and Cicely is of Asian heritage, and she has short black hair and brown eyes. And Lyra is, I think I said Indian heritage, so again, Asian. And she has sort of medium length brown hair and brown eyes, and quite dark brown skin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's obvious that they've adopted.
Leilani doesn't really get adoption, or at least has never come across it, so Leilani's forming his own ideas, but he's not dumb enough to say them here.
That's fair.
Good.
So she's just basically cuddling with Dusty on her lap and Madge on Ariel on either side, and she looks up at Cicely and Lyra. Where it was really scary because, I mean, Team Storm don't go after big places. They go after... Well, we know what they go after. But this is the first time they've hit somewhere as big as Gatian Port, and we managed to fend them off, but there was this person, this really scary man on a Zeb Striker, and maybe someone else should.
He came down. I remember all of this very well. Don't worry, says Leilani.
She nods gratefully.
He came down and he was clearly much stronger than all the other Team Storm members because we kind of beat them up. Well, our Pokemon beat them up, rather.
Well,
Sprig was very brave.
Yes, she was, and so were you.
Layla is a bit muffled because she's buried her face in Dusty's hair.
Leilani scratches his head and says, besides that, when he came down, they all just sort of stood at attention, and he started trying to talk to us, and then, Jolene's Aaron, Aaron, broke his foot. And then, Q, I'm not sure how he does this, but he befriends Pokemon really easily, and that's how I became friends with Capono, who's not here right now. I'll get to that later, but then he had a whole bunch of Gyarados hit him with Hydro Pump all at once. And even after that, he was still able to limp back to his Zebstrika and fly away, because it was a flying horse.
The mothers look kind of taken aback. Well, extremely taken aback.
Leilani shifts uncomfortably, then says, I'm not crazy, I promise.
No, we believe you. What is that noise?
Yeah.
Was it something... Is it coming from me?
It was high-pitched, sort of a...
Yeah, it's
I
like...
hear it.
Let me mute and see if that
I
makes a
hear it.
difference.
Yes, it
Yep.
does make a difference.
Hang on, that didn't mute properly. Let me try that again.
Whatever it is, it fixed it. It's gone.
Yeah, someone fixed it. I don't know whose it was, but...
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Let me know if it comes back. I might have done something to my microphone.
Okay. Alright, so...
Sorry, my mic fell.
So Lyra goes, that's just a lot to take in.
I know. Am I grounded?
No, you're not grounded.
Okay.
Why would we ground you? You did nothing wrong.
Well, you were hoping that I wouldn't get in trouble, and I kind of did. I mean, I didn't mean to. It was just kind of there.
You're not grounded, don't worry.
None of the things that happened were in any way her fault.
They were,
Um,
Mama, they were taking people and putting collars on them and trying to take them away in boats.
it's back. Like, it's quiet, but I heard it.
There it is, yeah.
Yeep.
Is it? Or can you still hear it?
No, it's quiet now. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is gone. It's just... I don't know what's
Okay,
causing
I've turned the
Yeah,
mic
it's-
on
it's
again.
you.
It's my mic. Okay, I'll just have to.
Yeah.
You guys talk without me for a bit. I'm gonna try and fix this.
Okay.
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 Sorry, Dolly.
No worries.
There's a specter
Leilani
haunting call.
is still just. Leilani just rocks uncomfortably. I couldn't have done more to keep her safe.
You couldn't have known.
Yes, but I mean, I'm older. I should know. And I'm learning. The Oasis people gave me this, so I won't be completely ignorant forever.
They smile a bit, and Lyra says, like, kind of thinks for a moment, and she goes, "Oh, Spark, was it?
Yeah.
Layla was telling us earlier you might need a place to stay."
Just kind of shoots a glance over at Layla. No, I'll be fine.
Well, where are you going to stay?
She shoots a look at Quinn.
What's Quinn gonna do about it?
She's panicking and looking at him for help.
Quinn, help.
Quinn doesn't seem to be doing other stuff and not paying attention.
I can get a room at the inn.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I really, really don't think I should stay here. I can find somewhere else to stay. I mean, you already got a crowded house and all, and I would bring in 3 more Pokemon. I really could just stay somewhere else.
Oh, nonsense. You are staying here. Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Oof.
All
Okay.
right. Poor Dally. I know what it's like to have technical issues.
Yeah, it sucks. I guess we'll stop for a second then.
My sister. Oh,
There we go.
I hear a type.
People in the stream check if she can, or check
Okay.
if you can, whatever.
Yeah, Streamies, can you hear? Dally, at least?
Don't think so.
Oh, they
Quinn
can't hear
said-
Dally? Oh,
Not
not
Dally.
Dally.
No doubt.
Damn.
You know they can't hear
All
that.
the weird bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all right.
fine, Dally. I think we're gonna be wrapping up soon anyways. But we'll see. Oh. Okay. Okay, so, Dally, what you may have missed, I'm not sure if you heard all this or not, but, Lyra said, "Oh, are you Spark?" Layla was saying you needed a place to stay. And she shot Layla, a look. Well, Spark did. And is like, "Oh, I'm fine, don't worry about me, and now your moms are going, nonsense, you're staying with us."
And she is still insisting that I can just find somewhere else. Your house is probably already way too crowded.
Yeah. Um. They're just like, well, Lyra goes, no, we are not letting you stay at an inn with a bunch of strangers. You are staying with us.
It's nothing new for me. I can handle it. I'll be perfectly fine.
Nothing new. That's not a good thing.
Spark, what difference does it make? You'll be staying in a cramped place with a bunch of strangers anyway. At least here you'll have one person you know.
She shoots Leilani a look, and it's like a look like shush.
What? That someone's breathing in their mic.
Yeah. I think it's Hunter.
Hunter, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, you've just been quiet. Hamilton. It has been 0 minutes.
Well, just mentioning the name. I don't think.
Leilani then says, I really don't see any reason why you wouldn't stay here.
Sorry, Dally. We can pause for a minute if you want to work on it.
We can take a break.
Yeah,
yes.
and while you fix that, I'll go pee, so.
Stream,
taking a quick break.
Yeah, for Dally to fix some
We'll be right
audio
back
issues.
after these messages.
After these messages.
And then